15 love.
First point, found the paint down the line.
What Murray's got to be a little careful of here is that he doesn't try to play careful and protect this lead that he has. He has to go out as he did yesterday and take his chances, go for his shots.
Particularly early, the worst thing he can do is miss a few in 2 sets, but if he plays not to lose this set, he's going to lose it. If he plays too safely, a pretty good start here from the number 1 seed, 40 love. Huge crowd here on the Sunday afternoon. The tickets that were available yesterday are used for today's match. Big forehand. That one was missing early yesterday on the Louis Armstrong court, so he holds serve 4-2 now, third set.
Boy, he really rifled those 2 shots. The backhand down the line on the first point, and then that forehand, his timing is right on.
Nuke, did you notice where he hit those? Where his court positioning was? Closer to the court.
That's all right when he's serving. This is where he's having the problems on the second serve from Murray here. Like that.
So that's even too far back, I think. That serve didn't have much on it. He could have easily played that from the service, from the baseline.
Miles McLagan there, who is Murray's coach, or one of them. He's here with coaches and trainers and physios.
Huge. That was a highlight of his play yesterday, and no doubt throughout the tournament. Using that forehand. Yesterday he was going down to Nadal's forehand, exposing that wing. This time back across court to the lefty's backhand.
40 love. That's what he does so well. He can serve and volley with the best of them, Andy Murray. So he holds. It's 4-3, Nadal, third set.
Well, that was sneaky fast from Nadal too. Talk about Murray coming into the net behind that last serve to do the drop volley. Here he sees he's got his opponent off court, well behind the baseline. Very smart play.
That backhand by Nadal cross court, that was
30 love.
In devastating form early in the year. That's a shot that he's really improved. Could always hit it down the line, but thumps it cross court now.
Pretty good court speed from Murray to get to that one, which you've alluded to several times, Fred. How well he moves around the court, Murray, deceivingly so.
He already anticipated that last one. He just actually was a little close to it. So 40 love, Nadal for a 5-3 lead. Long.
15.
Nadal and Murray are placed first and second in the US Open series. That's a series of tournaments played prior to the US Open, and you get bonus prize money. So if Nadal wins the tournament, he picks up a cool $1 million in bonus prize money, and Murray, he placed second in that series. If he wins, he picks up $500,000 respectively in bonus prize money. So on top of their prize money, bonus money's big as well. That's a good serve from Nadal. He leads now 5-3 in this vital third set to keep him in this semi-final.
Nadal leads 5 games to 3, third set.
He's got a bit more on his game today, doesn't he?
Yep.
So far, anyway.
And right from the get-go, Newt, the timing was good. The timing yesterday to me was off. This fella continues to sneaky quick on the serve. That's a big serve. Another one.
They're the two directions that he relied upon yesterday. The first court down the tee, hits it extremely well out wide on the second court.
He attacked the Nadal forehand a lot yesterday. Not too many players do that.
Oh, yes. Great reactions by Murray.
40 love.
Didn't back away. This return came straight back to him.
Look where Nadal is. He's inside the baseline to make that return.
Didn't win the point, but he got it back in a hurry.
Complete change from yesterday.
Another good serve from Murray. So he holds serve, but when we come back, it'll be Nadal serving for the third set.
Third set.
Shadows now coming across the court. You can hardly see Murray. It makes things very difficult.
Classic Nadal play there. He loves to pin you behind the baseline and just keep hammering you with that forehand. You can play the off forehand or out to your forehand or the one to your backhand equally as well. If you're down at court side, you wouldn't believe the amount of spin and pace on that shot. The way it comes off the court after the bounce, it's incredible.
15 love.
That's the first point that Murray has won in the early parts of the Nadal serve since we've re-began this match today. Nadal's played very smart tennis early in his service games, not giving any breathing space to Andy Murray.
Not a good shot, not a good choice of shot, and he knows it.
30-15.
Nadal was certainly not out of position.
30-15. That's just great court coverage again from Murray.
Yeah, very good, very good. There was a couple of deep shots early on in the rally where Nadal had him pinned down, and he fought his way out of it to get back on top in the rally. This is the first really big point since we restarted the match.
Again, the off forehand. When he hits that off forehand, he still pretty much most of the time comes around the outside of the ball rather than hits it away from the body. He still curls that arm around the outside. Good enough to bring up a set point now. Listen to the crowd. It's long. Good pressure from Murray.
It certainly was. Nadal was on his way to the net, but he realised he hadn't hit the ball quite deep enough and didn't want to back himself to play a really tough volley, and he had to retreat. A nice approach shot from Murray too, wasn't it? How often do we talk about that, Fred? That nice slice approach shot, get it deep, get net position and say, pass me if you can.
Exactly, and even with the best, it's a tough shot to make that pass. Juice. Murray there is keeping the pressure on. You could hear the come on, just a little clench of the fist. And now he has a break point to get it back on serve.
You get the feeling Nadal's starting to press a little bit.
His coaching group there.
See if he uses this lefty serve, slide it wide. Out to the Murray backhand.
Well, Murray is. He's 6 metres behind the baseline. He's nearly with the chair umpire.
Wow, that's a huge serve by Nadal.
It's a challenge, though.
Murray challenge.
Murray challenges. It's worth the challenge. He has 3 challenges left. And it clips the line. An excellent serve. And a huge point. Juice.
That's just really using the system by Murray. I think he always believed that that was in, but why not? If as you say, Fire, his set's nearly over. Use up your...
He was quick to get onto that one, and the emotion after he hits this winner.
Advantage Nadal.
Just short, he doesn't get a clean hit. Andy Murray at that one. That's where Rafa is so good, no matter the surface.
Vamos from Uncle Tony and Carlos Costa, who's his agent. Next to him, he was a pretty fair player also on the clay. Costa, set point. And he's done it. And there's the reaction from the #1 seed. He's still in this one now. 2-1, Murray.
trying to attack the forehand. The approach shot was way too short, only landed on the service line. Boy, you come in on Nadal's forehand and your approach shot only hits the service line and bounces up into the hitting zone. See you later. Might as well turn around and walk away.
Miss Judy Murray.
Yeah, it's a huge game now for Murray. He lost his opening serve of the third set. Does not want to fall behind here and have to play catch-up against the Nadal, who will be increasing in confidence.
Again, just the unbelievable pace of shot without much effort. It's racket head speed and hits it very solidly into the corner.
Taking the ball very early.
Yep.
Good tactic too to go back to Nadal's forehand. He's always looking for the ball to come to his backhand, Nadal.
Steve Ulrich in the chair. Had to dodge that one. Double fault.
It's not a good sign at 30 all to start off the fourth set. Come up with a double fault.
Well, looking at that stat, he served very few yesterday. That has been a point of concern. I think through his early career, that second serve, Andy Murray. Oh, that's a good reply though.
Served well yesterday. That takes his total to 20 aces for the match. Nadal's only hit 5. Now he flattens this one out.
Seconds. Advantage Murray.
I noticed that a little bit yesterday, that second serve, and that's why, as we said earlier, Murray won 63% of the points on second serve yesterday. That serve sort of comes into him, slides in, and when Nadal runs around, tries to hit the forehand, hits it down the throat of the racket. Sent that one in for a restring, a new restring. Be back in about 20 minutes. Puts in the dampener, the string dampener there. That's just good pace of shot again to the forehand. Survives a break point there, Murray. Good effort, leads 1-love, fourth set.
That was a pretty big game for Andy Murray there. Be able to just hold serve and get his nose in front, play that brand of tennis that allowed him to be up 2-love.
Here's the third set stats, and have a look at the winners and unforced errors. Nadal about even on that, 7-6. And Murray 12 winners and 9 unforced errors. Pretty even set. It was really the difference in the set was that first service break that Nadal got yesterday when Murray came out and played an average game after he'd led 2-love.
He won the tiebreaker, didn't he, and led 2-love, and just, you can't say lost concentration, but lost his opening service game in the third.
Probably lost a little bit of concentration because it wasn't a good game that he played that first game of the third. And he'd been playing so well up till then. it's all a learning curve, isn't it? And I mean, Murray's still in that learning curve. Nadal's broken through. He's won, you know, a number of Grand Slams. This is the first time he's been this close to a final.
That's just brilliant. That is just too tough and very patient.
Well, it's the last couple of games, the last game of the third set, the first game that he hurled. Andy Murray's getting closer to finding that range that he had in the first two sets of yesterday.
This is the best I've seen Murray play. He may not continue it for the match, and looks as if he's going to, and I hope he does for his sake. But it's the best I've seen him play.
His game, though, has taken a little bit longer to evolve, hasn't it? I mean, because tactically, he's had to learn all about the strengths and weaknesses of a lot of other opponents. Rafa's had that base, that strong base from the back of the court for a couple of years now.
Great disguise on the drop shot. He ran around that and he was lining up like he was going to hit the biggest forehand you've ever seen. Good change up to come into the drop shot. This is the one here. He lines it up, changes the grip, comes in with a slice drop shot.
That was the amazing thing. He had to change the grip with one hand. He just changed it, never put the other hand on the racket, changed the grip, and at that stage it was love 30. If he makes a hash of that, he's down 3 break points. 15-30.
Now the other thing about Murray is that until he got himself into great shape, he was never going to, you know, be in a position like this in a Grand Slam tournament. And he only got himself into great shape, what, 10 months ago, and is probably getting, you know, stronger and stronger. But Nadal was. He was an animal when he was 18.
Yeah.
15-40. Getting a little bit anxious, Nadal. Overhitting, trying for a little bit too much too early. And that may be due to Murray's speed around the court, retrieving all these shots.
Well, the one out the backhand, he plays that backhand slider down the line and then just looks for the cross court and gets over there.
Yeah. How about those break points?
Yep.
Nadal's only had 2 in the match. Murray's had 10.
He's got another couple now. That's a better shot in back behind his opponent.
Well, he could have gone either way. Good choice to go back behind Murray. Murray's forced in that scenario to go one way or the other.
But if he'd have gone cross court, Murray was there.
Yeah. Well, Rafa probably is hoping he wouldn't be, but
still a break point. He missed with that one. That's the one that he's been consistent with, but that one he tried to hit with 2 hands. Juice.
Gave him 3 hits at the pass.
And they weren't full-blooded passes either, Newt. He was making Nadal generate.
This was the weak volley, this first one here. This set Murray up to play one more at him and then get a better hit at the third one. Any of these guys in this class, you give them 3 hits to pass, you're in a lot of trouble.
Break point. Third one in this game.
Oh, he set it up too. He measured the one to Nadal's forehand. He got it in deep, got the short ball. He just hesitated a fraction, didn't he? What a pity.
I don't think he's going to hesitate next time that he sets up that point so well.
Well, that's it, isn't it? When you're in this position for the first time, just taking that extra step. He's causing Nadal all sorts of problems here with that deep shot to the forehand.
Then it's followed up with that other deep one to the backhand, and Nadal just can't get into the point, can't get control of the point.
And it's not a top spin shot going to Nadal's forehand. It's more of a flat drive, isn't it? So it's skidding through.
Fourth break point in this game. Oh, he's going to be mad with himself there. He stepped forward. He was in around that service in the baseline to make the return here. He steps in.
Yeah, to be fair to Nadal, it wasn't a bad serve, was it?
No.
It was deep and it was right at the body. Cramped him just a little bit.
Juice. Huge game for Nadal, this one.
It's a huge one for Murray too. That's fascinating. He's going after Nadal's forehand. He's breaking down his strength.
Well, the first 3 shots that Murray hit were relatively high, slower balls, but loop, heavy topspin, not much pace. And then he hit a couple of dart-like, flatter balls. And then that last one was something different again. It was a different pace, and he gets the error.
Break point number 5.
He's certainly upsetting Nadal's overall game plan by going out to the forehand or deep into the forehand corner.
Oh boy,
That's great tennis.
great court coverage, but hey, good move from Nadal, looking for the one down the line.
Well, Murray shouldn't be annoyed that he's lost this point because he did everything right. It was just great play by Nadal.
How about Nadal, a guy that doesn't live by serve and volley, and he's right at the door here, and he serves and volleys and comes up with a classic serve volley routine.
Saves his 5th break point.
Too good. And those types of shots that you can sense when the person is coming forward. You often fall into the trap of overplaying this pass. See, Murray gets back there. He knows he has to see peripherally that Nadal's coming in. Just a good bunt down the line. Pat Rafter used to play that shot well. Leighton Hewitt played that shot extremely well. Andy Murray showing us he's up to the class as well.
Well, that's tight there, a little tight there. That's his 6th crack at this game. Two for 16, but 6 of them have been in this game, and this is a routine backhand miss.
He's got Nadal now. He's got Nadal looking that maybe the ball's going to come to my forehand. A good change up here. Nadal gets this one back. Keep your eye on Nadal. You see that he was cheating a little bit to the forehand side, and his weight was shifting slightly there. So very well played by Murray to change it up that time.
What a struggle this game is.
You better mark this game down, Fred, in your book there.
I'll put it down as, well, only if Nadal wins it. If Nadal wins it, it could be a turning point for the match.
Well, it'll be certainly a turning point if Murray wins it, because he'll probably serve out the set in the match.
Incredible.
So if Nadal holds and then goes on to win the match, we could say that was the game. That was the game that it swung on.
You don't expect Mr. Relentless here as he's getting ready to maybe win this game. He's not going to back away.
No, of course not, but he's going to, there'll be a big momentum for Murray if he wins this game. Big disappointment if he loses it.
He's just
desperate shot that, wasn't it?
But he just has the ability to control that 3/4 pace loopy one, and then he can flick the one cross court and then steps in on the backhand, takes it early. A little bit like Miroslav Mircea in the old days, he's just there and just takes control of it. Juice once more.
He's certainly controlling this game, isn't he? It's Nadal just hanging on by his fingertips.
Oh, come on. Outright winner. He never got his racket on the ball.
Now it's his time. Andy Murray to play some extraordinary points when down game point. No one able to thread 2 points together here.
The 8th juice of the game.
Advantage nadal.
Crowd very appreciative of what's gone on. They know how important this is. A very knowledgeable crowd here in New York. Apart from being the rowdiest crowd at the Grand Slams, they love their tennis. Well, what an effort from the #1 seed. He was up against the wall, down I think 7 or 8 break points, and it's now 1-1. What a battle.
Seven break points in that game.
And now I'll mark that down as maybe the turning point of this match.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's a maybe. We'll see how Andy Murray reacts to that. What he needs to do in this game, Murray, and he's not doing, is to win the game to love if he can, but to 15 now. Play a really strong game, change ends, get into Nadal again, but certainly not make unforced errors. And there's 2 in a row.
It's a disappointment though, isn't it? And you mentioned it's his first time here, a learning curve, first time in this situation.
You've got to keep that pressure on. He's got his man on the ropes. He's letting him off now.
Miles McLagan, who's the coach, Andy Murray, one of the coaches.
Three unforced errors after he's just held 7 break points. He's let his man right off the ropes.
A little bit of inexperience there, and the crowd now right behind Nadal here. They want to see this one go the distance. And Nadal strikes straight away, breaks serve, and takes the lead 2-1 in the 4th set.
Murray's challenging the call. Left side center service line. Ball was called in.
He must be pretty sure of it to challenge it.
We worried about how long that last game took. Took 15 minutes. There were 7 break points, 8 deuces, and a total of 22 points. Took 15 minutes to play.
Well, let me ask you a question here, Fred or Mark, whoever knows the answer. Murray stopped the play then. So if Murray's wrong, shouldn't Nadal have got 2 serves?
No, I don't think he just was overruling or asking for the replay there, so he was proven correct. It was a fault.
So he doesn't get 2 serves. It was a fault. If it was good,
it was called good.
It was called what? It was called out.
Yeah.
The linesman called good, but Murray challenged that first serve, and he was proven correct, so it's considered a fault. No delay of play.
So if the serve was good, they'd have replayed the point, but the serve was out, so it was a fault. Love 30. This is a huge game for Murray. He's let things slip. He's got to try and break back immediately. He'd love 30, and that's an unforced error off the backhand. And you go back to that one word with this man: relentless.
Well, Murray's got 11 unforced errors in 3.5 games of tennis in this set. And
not a lot of them were, he wasn't going out after them like he was yesterday. They're a bit tentative, weren't they?
Yes. So he's just gone off the boil a little bit. Despite playing some great tennis to have 7 break points in the previous game. Maybe a little bit of a chink in his armour still there, that he finds it hard to just keep that constant pressure on.
And Nadal holds, consolidates that break, and it's 3-1. Nadal in the 4th set.
I think that's, you know, what the guys in the locker room feel about Murray is that there are times, moments in past matches where he builds up a lead and he doesn't put the opponent away. He fiddles around too much. Because he tries to play tactically smart, it's hard for him to just...
Yeah, I don't think that's the case here. He was pretty...
It's not through fiddling around, it's just being through nerves.
Well, I don't think he was nervous in that last game. I think Nadal's just been at him all the time. Nadal's not going to go away. And he's just lost concentration, and it's a huge effort from Nadal to stay in there. He's played 13 career 5-set matches, this fellow. And he's won 10 and lost 3. And he's come back from 2 sets to love down on 3 occasions. This may well be the 4th.
Yes, it looks like Nadal is poised to run away with it here. Now, I think it's just a case of Murray in his game, yet he's still growing in his mental strength as well as his physical strength. And it takes great mental strength against someone like Nadal, who just is, you know, so mingy with the points that he gives you. He gives you nothing. You've got to earn everything.
That's Murray's long-time girlfriend, Kim Spears, and she's the daughter of a tennis coach and former player on the tour, Nigel Spears.
Here's a shooter. Isn't even off the baseline.
Nadal is challenging the call. Left side, far sideline. Always calls
linesman seemed to call the ball early, didn't he? He called it before it had actually landed, I think. That's probably why Nadal's challenging. It was well out.
40-30.
Boy, to the naked eye, that looked a lot closer than Hawkeye. Well, Murray hangs tough. Holds serve. It's Nadal still with the break. 3-2, 4th set. That's not a good sign. Murray now turning around and yelling, as he often does, at his players box there, where his coach and fitness trainers and everybody sit, mum as well.
Did that habitually when coached by Brad Gilbert. He's done it less and less as he's matured over the last few months and working with Miles McLagan. He only did it once or twice yesterday early in that third set after he dropped serve. So we'll have to keep track to see if he is starting to become a bit more emotional out there as things are not going his way. Leaning on that backhand down the line, Andy Murray. That shot recognition, he knows that he's hit a good shot. You can see Rafa unable to hit a two-hander, so it's a signal for Andy Murray to move in. Again, though.
Got Nadal scurrying all over the baseline and then trying to play topspin lobs from 5 or 6 metres behind the baseline. This is the way Murray has to play if he wants to win this match. Just cut out the unforced errors, keep playing like this, and he's certainly right in there.
Game point, it's been a struggle for Nadal, but he has the advantage of serving first in this. The advantage of serving first here. Murray served first in this set.
Let's just say he's got the advantage of the service break.
Service break, yeah. Struggling on every service game though. Murray's returning well.
Well, in those rallies, he's getting the ball back and then he's adopting a position, Murray, about 3 or 4 metres back, and he's just running them all down, waiting for Nadal to hit a short ball. As soon as Nadal plays a short ball, Murray's all over it and starts getting on top in the rally. He's playing it very well.
And Nadal made the mistake there. He tried to play that short ball from the service line. He didn't close in and tag that volley, and he's paid the price. It's a break point now for Murray. This is his 18th break point. And he does it on this occasion. First opportunity in this service game. And he has broken back.
That was almost like a match point right there for Andy Murray. Get back on level terms with Rafa.
Well, you look back Murray's last service game, he was down love 30. It looked like it was a runaway set to Nadal, and Murray fought out of that position Now he's broken and he's back even. You like his chances as it sits now.
Now it's just picked up a little for Andy Murray, huh?
It certainly has.
The engines, they're like a race car. He was revving the engines a little bit and started to simmer. Well, he's got to start it back up again.
Murray doesn't make unforced errors. Nadal's having trouble winning points.
And this, if it goes quickly, these points going quickly, this is what Rafa doesn't like. He wants to be able to weave a web, elongate those points.
Yeah, he's finding it hard to weave a web, though, to win them, unless Murray makes a mistake.
Another one.
He's stuck to his guns though, Murray, hasn't he? The tactics that he's used. He's tried to get the ball back into play when he's been stretched wide. Now an opportunity to go in front in this fourth set. Oh, what a pickup. It was a terrible drop shot, then he moved three-quarter court. Mum's pretty happy with that. So is girlfriend Kim, and I'm sure Andy Murray's pretty pleased with that one too. It's 4-3 now. He leads fourth set.
And 2 sets to 1.
Breeze there just blowing that ball as it was thrown up in the air, taking it across the court. It's always a little bit of breeze down there. It swirls around on Arthur Ashe Stadium down there. It's never a constant wind. 15 love. It was a very short serve, and I think Murray got out in front of it.
Yes, again, I like the approach shot. Underslice, backhand approach shot, deep, skidding through low.
Has some stick on it, this one.
Yeah, here it is. Look at this. See how low it bounces? Gets a good net position. I don't know why, for the life of me, why Federer doesn't do that more against Nadal. He keeps trying to play topspin approach shots. Well, that's taking the ball early.
We think this is going to be key for Federer to be watching how Andy Murray plays against Rafael. Really take a page out of his book. And every service, almost every service game, at least 3 of the 4 service games of Rafael Nadal, Andy Murray's been involved in. He's got to 30 all or the deuce.
A huge point right now. Pulled wide.
Just frustration there from Nadal. Can't get the ball away from him, can he?
He's unbelievable from the back of the court, and he's just staying back there until he gets the short ball. And a bit breezy there during that rally, but he's got a break point.
And the thing for Nadal playing these shots, he knows he's got to finish the point sooner or later, because if he plays a short ball, he knows Murray's going to come
all over it. Yep,
come all over it and attack him.
Takes it early when he does that too. So
will he serve and volley here? He might, out of desperation. That was a big relief for Nadal.
He was in trouble, wasn't he?
Yeah, Murray was in that rally. He was going to get on top of it. A nice deep slice approach shot from him. That's letting Nadal off the hook.
This might be one of that, similar to that 1-all game. Took 15 minutes to complete.
Hear the vamos from Nadal there. Another struggle on serve. 4-all.
He's living on the edge, isn't he?
He can't be feeling too comfortable out there, Rafa.
What's that? 8 break points that he saved, Nadal, in this set.
A good attempt by Andy Murray, not as deep into the corner as what we've seen, but it's still the quality of, or the championness of Rafael Nadal to be able to play that one down the line for the winner. The gift right back. Opens up with a forehand again, Andy Murray on the attack, straight into Nadal's forehand. Gets him out of position. And he's able to have a look and nearly thought that net cord might have aided Nadal. But Murray, good volley to finish with, moving forward.
40-15. Murray gathers himself. There's one game away from it. He leads 5-4, 2 sets to 1. Was it in or out?
I think it was in, yes.
Yep.
Just in. Now Nadal is under some real pressure. He is finding it very hard to win points unless Murray makes an error. give you an idea of that. The total winners for the match, Murray's got 62 winners to Nadal's 32. So it's about twice as many winners from Murray. It'll be very interesting if Nadal were to win this fourth set to see how tough Murray would be in the fifth, wouldn't it? Mentally, physically, I think he'll be fine. It's the mental thing. Again, Nadal just rushed that forehand a little bit.
But magnificent retrieving by Andy Murray. Just no pace on any of these. Floats them back. All of a sudden, Rafa has to generate. That net cord sits nicely for Murray.
30 all.
So the closest he's been, Andy Murray, to actually taking this match. 2 points away from it.
You had to have a serve like that. It was on the line, moving away, skidded as well. 40-30. Both players giving it the hook forehand in that rally, the last 2 strokes. Unbelievable effort.
He's staying with him all the way in these rallies.
This one,
he's playing him beautifully.
Murray answers with the same type of shot. Juice.
Crowd really appreciating the great rallies these guys are having. Very entertaining match.
That's
too good.
unbelievable.
Oh, yes.
What a point.
That's great stuff.
Took the pace off it, then added pace. Took the pace off, and look at Nadal. I haven't seen him puffing and blowing like this. He is physically spent after a rally like that.
That was heavy hitting by Andy Murray. That last forehand had something on it.
The backhand that won it, wasn't he? He stepped in on the backhand, took control of the point. It's now match point Murray. Well, what an effort. A panic drop shot, I would say, and Andy Murray climbs all over that and is in his first Grand Slam final. 3 hours and 30 minutes. I would say a better semi-final than the other one yesterday. Well played.
Yes, without question, the tennis was much better than the other semi-final, and I take off my hat to Andy Murray. That's the best match that I've seen him play. He stuck to his guns. It was a little bit up and down in that fourth set, but when he slipped a little bit, started making a few unforced errors, he came right back in the next game, and he held his nerve, his mental strength. He's going to play a heck of a match against Roger Federer in the final. I would not count him out of winning his first Grand Slam title.
You can't count him out. The fact that he has beaten Roger Federer on previous occasions, and he had it yesterday. He had it a little bit today, and I think a lot of guys need to sit down and have a look at the way that Andy Murray handled Rafael Nadal.